For those that have half the time but still wanna watch a cast, you're gonna need something that's twice as fast. You need A's Fastocast. A's Fastocast. And we're in. We're watching Stuve's Brits from the South. This guy is the master of advanced mobility metropolis. This is his commander of choice. He likes to build a central civilization and use it to be ultra mobile. His opponent, of course, is Darkcrow, playing as the Wehrmacht. This is going to be Arnhem Checkpoint, and it's going to be a replay that is brought to you twice as fast as a usual replay. So you'll see the men running around like it's World War I era footage, and it's a hand-cranked camera. But the idea is, for those of you that don't have the time to watch a full 40 to 50 minute game, this will be 25 minutes. And you'll be able to watch the full thing, get a full appreciation of what both players are doing. You'll only lose a few nuances of the game here and there. But might be an interesting format that you may or may not like. Give me your feedback. It is a prototype. Tommies versus Pioneers. They'll drop in one model. They couldn't finish their barbed wire. But Darkcrow's a nice tactical player, but he's going to have to pick up on every tactic he can in the book, because he is, of course, against advanced cancer tactics, or replacement doctrine, as it's sometimes known. We've got a sniper out, which is a little bit unusual for Arnhem Checkpoint, but regardless, it's going to certainly dissipate some of this Tommy manpower, which is very expensive soldiers to replace in the squad. They take a different angle there. This Lee Enfield fires a proper mad minute, very fast, twice as fast, almost. And Pioneers are going to come and see that their Welsh rivals are on the battlefield. The sappers, snipers, just being denied shots, but Stuve suffered one there. Oh, he was waiting for the flank. Sniper jumped straight in the house, so he's going to be safe. Tommies couldn't get the kill and are forced away. We do have the Universal Carrier coming out, that's right, so that's going to be gunning immediately for the sniper. Let's see where it goes. Grenadiers see it, so the sniper was not caught off guard, but there's the flamethrower. They have to run all the way around the edge there. What's this? A 360 no-scope. Incredible by the Wasp. Does he get the kill? Couldn't quite get it, unfortunately for him. Elsewhere, we've got Darkcrow going for the cutoff. Built at, oh, well, there's a sandbag position there. Here comes the Wasp, I can hear it. And they burst through the glass to the Tommies. Badasses. Oh! Where I think I know where Stuve's going to be building his advanced mobility metropolis. Sometimes known as a Sim City, but we're not going to call it that because we're nice people. We've just upgraded to Bofors cannons, obviously, in base. I mean, it is, of course, going to be a full anvil-based strategy. Tommies versus Grens in the east, forcing them away. Good work there. Here comes the Wasp. How many kills does that thing have so far? None yet. But it's been a menace on the battlefield. It's allowed Stuve to gain a large amount of stability. He's gotten his fuel and he's doing well with it. Darkcrow, though, is coming back in force. Grenadier forced away immediately. He needs some form of anti-tank. He's got some form. That's right. It's the 222. But unfortunately for him, the Bofors just been built. So the Wasp is going to be able to, you know, reverse away and be in the loving bosom of the Bofors at any one time. It's going to be protected. Grenadiers are going to go west to get the victory points. I note that Stuve's done better on victory points thus far. Trench built over here, so he's going to just stall for time over there. But the snipers got 100% accuracy versus garrisons these days, as of about November last year, so that's all good. No, it was before that, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. It was the patch before GCS2, if I remember correctly. Which would have been around July, August. Regardless, it's a kick-ass sharpshooter against garrisons now, so trenches are no safe haven.
The ability is ready.
Got sappers taking the cut-off. 222 versus that Tommy. Here comes the 6-pounder burger, though. An American's wet dream. Pioneer trying to cap the centre. Here comes the Wasp. He's waiting. It's an ambush. The 222 must be close by. Here it comes. But the Pioneers are taken out. First squad wipe of the game there. 6-pounder couldn't get a shot on the 222 either. Look at the speed on this thing. It's a demon.
Extra firepower is now available for units.
Repairs complete and everything works.
Some of the abilities are becoming ready for the Brits.
A capture point
That
is
was, of
being
course,
overrun.
announcing that we have
We've been promoted.
one of these many abilities available. They're all available. They're ready. They're fully ready. Sniper, 12 kills, doing well for itself. Oh my god, it's going towards that mine. It's going to have to be careful. He's going to have to be very careful. Ooh, he's lucky. We'll keep an eye on that, though, for later. Elsewhere, Grenadiers. Oh, in heavy duress there. Need to get the hell out of dodge. They were waiting for the Pak 40. Misses its shot, though. 222 causing hassle for itself. Keep an eye on that fuel point in the west. We'll go and check on that in a moment. Surprised he's not pushing it with the Royal Engineers, in all honesty. Ooh, Wasp was hit by the Pak 40. Ooh. So close! You're kidding me! Ridiculous stuff. 222's taking out the trench in no time. That'll be down. Elsewhere, 6-pounders just staying within the loving bosom of the Bofors. Tommies have taken the cut-off here. Nice work. Here comes the LMG-42, though. Don't want to tango and lose manpower. It's just going to reposition and get the Wasp to cover for them. Good tactics to use covering fire and overarching abilities and so forth. Company heroes at the end of the day. I mean, a lot of people would say that this isn't company heroes, but then a lot of people like it. I know a lot of people don't know, and Stuve knows that also. He loves to play in this menacing way. Tommy's down to one model. Got to be careful. That sniper could have been anywhere. Fortunately for... Oh, it was actually quite close, yeah, to be fair. It is a little bit more difficult to keep a full appreciation of all the action at any one time, but I'm going to try my very best. I did have a can of Red Bull, so I've shortened my lifespan to make this cast possible. Wasp allowing the Tommies to come in. The 3-inch mortar emplacement doesn't have a kill yet, but it's causing a menace for itself. You just saw it force away the MG42 together with the Wasp. Ooh, went for the Faust there, couldn't get it, and now it's the Wasp's return. Bofors is within range as well. Grenadiers are punished. Ooh, LMG-42 forcing away the Tommies.
They're trying to take it.
This is deep from Darkcrow, and I don't mean in a philosophical way. He's deep behind enemy lines. Projectile infantry anti-tank is out, as are 5-men squads. So that 222 is going to have to be careful. You'll notice Darkcrow has gone for German mechanized doctrine, which I see has the LEF-H-18 artillery, which could be good against Stuve for certain. Elsewhere in the west, we have an engagement here. Snipers up to Veterans E2. Nice mine there. Destroys 2 Grenadiers. Tommy's forced away. Well, that may have not been a mine. It might have been, of course, the 3-inch mortar. I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me. Grenadiers forced away, as was expected. And they've got a dodgy retreat path there. Wasp's gunning for them. Doesn't fancy it, though, because that Pak 40 could be anywhere. Bren's versus Pioneers. Good angle on there. They're going to backpedal. Sniper was waiting, though. Sniper up to 21 kills. Here comes the Wasp to force it away naturally. Forces it away immediately. Good play by Darkcrow to keep his sniper so safe. But I notice he's really suffering victory points, by the way. 267. Stuve's only lost 28 victory points at this point. We have Stuve forcing his way up into the east. Just captured this rarely captured banked point. That is just... We could watch the battle from up here, to be honest. What's this, though? I see that the Panzer IV is now available. Meets the Bofors. Gets a good shot in on the Universal Carrier. Couldn't quite finish the job, though, unfortunately for him. 6-pounder burgers in position now also, so the Panzer IV will have to relinquish said position. Pioneers there to repair it immediately. Snipers pushed up to the east side, daring Stuve to try and thwart his advance. Cut-off being taken. Panzer IV forces his way in. Snipers also menacing in the east, as is the rifle nade. Tommy, dire straits there. The Wasp is back at full strength yet again. It's only got 3 kills, but a lot of health damage, especially 2. Oh, good work there by the Wehrmacht. Pak 40 in decent position though. 3-inch mortar peppering them with shells from afar. Ooh, we've got a new thing building. It's a 17-pounder. Oh my god, it's got a... This has got an answer for every question Wehrmacht could currently pose. It's got hard AT, soft AT, and and hard anti-infantry, and anti-support weapon.
200 points remaining.
He just needs those little tents to keep them fully repaired at all times, and his mobility in Metropolis will be complete. Wasp just chilling. And this is why I elected this game to be the first in the Fastocast series. Hopeful series. I mean, people should like it. I think so. Just looks, everything's more urgent. Everybody's running twice as fast and working twice as hard. Makes the players look twice as good. And AU look twice as bad. Lost a Piat there. Grandy's going to pick that up in no time. Here we go. The LEFH has been built. There we go. We've got Brace in. You can see it coming from the base. Brace fully on. Causing issues. Sniper in the east. 2-2-2 versus the Brendup Tommies. Snipers celebrating his 25th kill on New Year's Day. I want to shoot you in the face. That was a terrible U2 rendition, Matt. Keep to your own credits. Panzer IV and MG42, Dream Team, pushing in. Bofors, though, surely going to be able to fire on the MG42 now. Here comes the 6-pounder.
An emplacement is being attacked.
Oh, but the LFH is going to make them shut up shop. That's clever. Brace again. Everything's happening twice as fast. He's got a tree stuck in his tracks. Wasp can hear the Panzer IV coming. Good headset utilization by Stuve there. The LFH is still firing. 17-pounder's barely hasn't even fired a shot yet, I don't think. That's just damage experience. Sniper, what are you thinking? Get out of there! You madman! Tell you what, if the Pack 40 was in a better position, maybe there, it could have finished the job, perhaps. Just, obviously, the Tommies with Brens and the Wasp causing problems. Here comes the Panzer IV, though. Is the 17-pounder going to take its first shot? Yes, it does! Takes out the Panzer IV. Crew fly out. That speed of sound. Oh, and that's going to cause problems now for him. Here comes the artillery, the return fire. Just needs to get to, he's got veterancy one, so he can put counter barrage on. Oh! Oh, he's getting some shots in after the brace is finished. Just keep an eye on this engagement up here. Looks like Grinds are pushing away these sappers. Ooh, got a Panzerwerfer building as well. Really going to finish the job. That's awesome.
They're trying to take it.
Tommy's forced away by the projector infantry anti-tank grenadiers. Just love saying it because it makes no sense. That's Brits for you in World War II. Oh, those sappers could have been taken out instantly. Tommies have to evacuate the trench! It's a massacre with that shell! Holy crap! Piat's causing problems. We've had our first casualty, it was the Bofors. Panzerwerfer with the barrage. And the artillery's still firing. Could be the 17-pounder to die next. Is it the death of the Metropolis? Oh, we've got the pack pushing in as well. Big shot in on the Wasp there. First tank out for Stuve. It is the Achilles Centaur. And look at the map, everybody. Look at that thing. It's been soaked up by the power of the Wehrmacht from the north. More artillery fire coming down. Elsewhere in the east, Centaur causing issues for the trenched pioneers. They're dead as soon as they exit. There you go. Got a bunker built. That's not going to last very long. Surely he's going to have to reposition the pack. Where is it? No, it's chilling in base. LEFH is ready in 4 seconds in our time. Going to finish the job, perhaps. The 17-pounder won't be repaired in time, most likely. Grenadiers on the hunt for this victory point. They are lacking those things. Here comes the Wasp Veterancy 3 now. Here comes the Panzerwerfer. Oh! Sappers bite the dust. Or was that the repairing automatrons of the forward assembly? One or the other. Elsewhere in the east, 2-2-2 Veterancy 2. And Grenadiers also causing issues. Pack 40 finds the Centaur, forces it out of position. He's going to drive straight through the centre though and look for a target. Wasp leading the fray. There are no tanks right now, just the 2-2-2 out. And he's found the LEFH.
Infantry squad trained and ready to go.
Grenz cause it issues, though. Force it away. There you go. Centaur might destroy the artillery cannon. One more salvo. There you go. It's down and out. Didn't know that counted that, but now I do. And now we all do. We've seen it firsthand. Panzerwerfer is safe, though, and that should be repaired soon. 17-pounders almost back to full health. Forward assembly. You don't need sappers when you got the forward assembly. It would have been nice to have them, though. He could have repaired everything a bit quicker for him. Wasp. And over into the east with the Tommies in tow. 222 watching over with that great vision. Keep an eye on the Panzerwerfer, though. That's more important right now. Oh, could be the death of the 17-pounder. Nope. Of course, there's no LEFH follow-up anymore, which I was kind of expecting in my heart, but not in my head. Ooh, the Panzerkampfwagen. The Panther is on the battlefield. Looks like German propaganda films before the transmissions broke. Centaur's up to 11 kills. High veterancy requirements, though. Ooh, Pat 40's under fire. Sniper's still alive, surprisingly, by the way. And things are quite dead. Here comes the Panther. Centaur is going to be one dead Akak as it bites the dust there. Nice first shot and a good follow-up with the dream team of the 222 and the Sniper scouting for the sharpshooter. Look at the victory point count, 98, and dropping for the Brit player Darkcrow at the 6-pounder taken out there. Great assault. 17-pounders not doing much. Braced again. They could push in now, the brace, and take them out. This could be a big moment for the Brit. He could polish off Stuve in this moment. Ooh, Pack 40 firing. 17-pounder. Gonna die, surely. No! The Brendel Tommies saved the day. And here come the sappers, newly built. They're repairing the 17-pounder as fast as their little Welsh blow torches will burn. And we have the central victory point still in Stuve's hands. Darkcrow's ticking down. He's bleeding out, man. He's not going to make it. Tell Erlene that he loves her.
Enemy down to 75 points.
I know that Erlene isn't a real name, but it sounds real to me. Bofors rebuilt. It's got its famous suppressive barrage ability that everybody fucking hates. Except for the Brit player in question. Is that the LEFH yet again built? This time probably a little bit safer. Entrenched Tommies are going to have to evacuate there. Ooh, Grenadiers could get picked off. Indeed they will by the Bren, surely. How did they survive? How did they survive? Madness. LEFH, to be honest, isn't in the safest of territories. Nice battle. We have the Firefly on the battlefield. There we go. It's going to be looking for that Panther out in the battlefield, meeting its prey. Tell you what though, the Wehrmacht have got to do something big because they have dropped so low on victory points. Got to find some big wins. 17-pounders rebuilt. Again, the LFH is firing. Firefly's out in the sticks. Needs to get out into the battlefield. Pioneers building. Oh, 222's going to die. This thing's been an MVP unit. No! Uses the bonus of the road to escape. Grenadiers, the LMG's forcing away those sappers. 50 points left for the Jerrys. The Wehrmacht on life support. Can they make a big push in to force away the dastardly, vile, contemptuous defensive Brit play? Good work by the Pack 40 with the target weak point there. Panther's nearly ready for battle once more. 222. Can't believe that thing's alive. That is a pixel of health if I've ever seen one. Nice take there. I tell you, that's really good by Darkcrow. Very deep action getting in that trench. Just sitting there, soaking up pressure. And here the LEFH is causing some huge problems. Brace structure in the nick of time, is it? No, one more shell could still finish it off, perhaps. Bofa hasn't braced. Wanted to pick off the Grenz. That's advanced play, but the Pack 40 got it from afar. Here comes the Akak. Newly built. 222 causing problems. Panther firing. 17-pounder is no longer there. Oh, the Bofors is now taken out. Is this the comeback from the Wehrmacht that a lot of you may have been hoping for? A lot of people prefer mobile play versus entrenched play, and this could be a perfect showing of how to counter it. Panther forcing away the Achilles and the Firefly there. LEFH firing, causing all kinds of problems, and forward assembly could die. Is Stuve going to have to change tact? Is he going to have to go mobile on his opponent? He might not have chance because here comes the Panther and the Pak-40 Veterancy 2. Grenadier Terminator Squad's Veterancy 3 with the LMG-42s. These things are hungry. They're thirsty for death, destruction. As the OKW commander would say, give them now. 2-2-2. In a decent position there to really punish Stuve. That was a dangerous cap. He stuck with it though. He had the ACAT coming in tow, and Darkcrow sensed it was a trap, and rightly so. Elsewhere in the centre, LEFH is again firing, just trying to find this Brit Tommy section out in the open. Nice S-minefield there. Darkcrow really has to be careful with his victory points. What's Stuve going to do here? He has a large margin of error, but if he continues to lose tanks and squads, he's going to suffer. He's rebuilding his 6-pounder. We're at minute 41 in the game. It's a 20-minute cast so far. That's the beauty of the Fastocast, of course. Just think about what you're going to do with that time. If you've watched this replay all the way to the end, you've got so much time left on your hands. What are you going to do with it? You could write a very small book. Not many pages, not many words. Tommy's jumping back in the trench, back out of the trench. LEFH firing yet again. Panther can finish the trench off now. Oh, but they were waiting for the Firefly, but here comes the Panther. Could take the Firefly out. He's tried to build a trench. He tried to block him. Still gets him over the Ghost Trench. Good work by Darkcrow there. Max range shot with the Panther. Unlucky for Stuve. The Ghost Trench didn't work. And the Panther's on the warpath. Here it comes. Centaur gets taken out also. 6-pounder watches on and takes out the Panther. Hero Panther taken out with the tandem there.
Trying to take one of our points.
Everything's to play for. There are no tanks left. The only thing left that isn't infantry or support weapon is the LAFH on 10 kills. Elsewhere, though, we do have a triple cap about to engage for Darkcrow, so those 285 victory points for Stuve will diminish very quickly indeed. Starting to sound like a Brazilian football commentator now, of course. Ooh, he could actually destroy the trench. MG42 watches on, just daring them to come into battle. It's not going to take the bait. Triple cap now engaged. Watch those victory points tick down. It's going to be every 1.5 seconds in your time. He's going to lose 3, so that's going to go in no time at all. We have the Cromwell out, so clearly just thinking of a fast remedy to the situation, but there's not that. If you can keep away from that Veterancy 3 pack, it should have a good day for itself. But it's about keeping away from it. And I mean, it is on a checkpoint, so he's got a chance. That's all he's got. Grenadiers, all difficult retreat path. Brenz couldn't get into perfect range, though. You can see the pack repositioning. Oh, look at this death ball for Stuve. That is one dead Pioneer, and he knew it. He tried to stay in the trench, but he couldn't. Got a newly built Panther on the battlefield, straight from the Rheinmetall factory. S-Mine being destroyed the hard way. Oh, if the LEFH fires here, he would be done for. He's trying to fire it on the retreat path here. Just Stuve recognised that. Shame he doesn't have the Panzerwerfer. Could you imagine the obliteration? That's what you see in advanced level play. You know, it's all about trying to catch your opponent off guard, try and get the death ball to move into it.
6-pounder anti-enemy threatening a capture point.
Stu's looking for an incisive kill. He just needs to finish his opponent off. It's not about... Well, it is about victory points because he's only got 139 left, but he's going to go for the jugular. He's going to go for a big material win somewhere, mop up some squads. He just lost his own squad over here thanks to the LAFH. Now hit the second LAFH has hit 14 kills. He's got an angle here on the MG. The MG has turned about face and suppressed all these squads. Here comes the Cromwell straight into the side of the building and finishes the job. The Brenz do. Even though they're suppressed, they managed to get it. Here comes the Grenz in return.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Oh, what was that Gren doing, Darkcrow? Have you got fatigue? Have you got endurance issues 48 minutes into this harrowing game? Grenadiers, 3 of them still, 2 of them still Veterancy 3. 100 points remaining for Stuve. What's going to happen in this battle? LEFH firing, overshooting, trying to find a good shot. Turning the battlefield into a moonscape, terraforming it. Panther finds the Achilles. Will it go for the kill? It pops a smoke round. And there's 6-pounders waiting for the Panther. How did the Cromwell survive? It was, of course, the Cromwell. My bad.
We've 75 points left.
Stu's going for this victory point. He's going to try and go for this western one. Needs to destroy the S-mines, but I don't think he can. Get that bunker out of the way as well. Oh, he smoked it. Nice work there. Of course, that is the sappers with the minesweeper, so we're more than happy to sit on the S-mine field. Not if there's any return fire, though. And here comes the 6-pounder. He's neutralised the victory point for now. He's taking the central victory point. This could be a big moment. The tick is on. 1 victory point for Stuve. Darkcrow's down to 36. Stuve on 57. Big moment. Panther pushing in. Watching over. There's no tanks in the west, though. We've got Tommy setting up a trench on the central victory point. What is Darkcrow building? He needs to build a pioneer. He wants to get that Panther back into battle. Keep these Cromwells at bay. Another Cromwell in the build. Stuve going for reliable, mobile, anti-infantry. Panther watching over. Really needs to take the bull by the horns here, Darkcrow. But the brenned up Veteran 3 Tommies are in his way. Oh, and here they come. They jump in the circle. They watch over from afar. Does have the, of course, the MG42 in the central building, but for now, the central victory point stays in Stu's hands. Elsewhere in the east, it seems that thanks to the LAFH, the Darkcrow was able to neutralise that victory point under the cover of fire. Cromwell being pushed away. Pioneers, Veteran 0 Pioneers, fresh from school, neutralise the central victory point. Now the tick was temporarily on Stuve, and Stuve dropped down to 53. But Darkcrow's on 25. Cromwell causing problems, taking out the bunker. Pops a phosphorus round. Pat 40 watches on. Here comes the Panther on the warpath. Misses. Elsewhere in the centre, big things are happening. Darkcrow's pushing Stuve down. Has he got enough forces to watch over? Ooh, Cromwell takes a cheeky shot at the house. Somehow misses. 2 shots would finish off that garrison. Tommy's taking this victory point. Very important. Could annihilate the Veteran 3 Pack 40. Engineers are annihilated there. If this Tommy captures this victory point, it could be game, set and match. Darkcrow needs to recognise the danger. Maybe it's too late. Maybe it's too late indeed. Grenadiers getting to the western side, but there's Tommy's watching over. Rifle nade goes in. Health damage. Here comes the hero Cromwell. LEFH is firing. Tommy's tagging for fresh Tommies. Elsewhere in the east, he's going to try and make a go of it. He's got an MG42 watching over that central victory point, of course. Tommy's take it, though. Cromwell with an excellent positioning. Smoke fired. This could be the end. Sandbags are up. 14 victory points. Possibly now. Start to tick down. He sees, to his horror, there's a trench in the east. Is this it? Needs to get there. 10 victory points remaining. 6-pounders watch on. Panther in misery. Grenadiers force their way in. Rifle nade dodged by Stuve. Watches on as the Grenadiers dissipate and are eviscerated. Grens make it. But the brave Tommies force them down and they can't cap in time. And there you go. Stuve with a fierce battle at the end. It was entrenched emplacement warfare, well countered by Darkcrow. But in the end, he didn't have what it takes to take on Stuve in the mobile, fierce engagement, as he was too worn down by the time they got to the 40th minute. So I hope you enjoyed this first episode in the Fastocast. And I'll try and remember the lyrics as I do the outro now. Very cringeworthily. Those that have half the time and they want to watch a cast. What you need, something that's twice as fast. You need A's Fastocast. A's Fastocast.